The Seahawk basketball show featuring Takayo Siddle is back. After a couple of weeks off, men's basketball team is back in action as well. We'll have highlights from their trip to Towson coming up here this week. We'll also have a look at Ryan Heath, the video coordinator here in our coach's profile, plus our play of the week, player of the week, and we'll preview a big weekend back in Trask Coliseum. The Seahawks take on the Delaware Blue Hens. Again, we'll talk about that matchup today. All that coming up next on the Seahawk basketball show featuring Takayo Siddle. Welcome back, everybody. We are back after a couple of weeks off. The Seahawk basketball show featuring Takayo Siddle. He's the coach. I'm Mike Vaccaro. Glad to have you with us here once again. And Coach, obviously off for 2 weeks. This team quarantine after that trip to Philadelphia. It had to be a tough time for you, the coaching staff, and these kids to have a lot of uncertainty of when you were going to get back to basketball.
Yeah, it was challenging for us. We, I thought going into Christmas break, I thought we had a good rhythm and a good flow, and then it kind of knocked us back. And, it was challenging to get our guys back in some kind of shape to get ready to go up and play Towson. It was very challenging for us. And
I know disappointing, as you said, because your kids were playing well, a lot of momentum, and unfortunately you had to stop things. So mentally, how did it affect these kids? Again, those couple of days off that they had, almost 2 weeks off.
Yeah, I think more than anything, it affected them mentally. To be so excited and to actually be on the court ready to play Drexel, and then we get the news that we can't play, and then we have to pack up and get ready to come back home, and then we go on pause for so many days. And, I think mentally, emotionally, I think it would just, it took a toll on them.
Yeah, about an hour before tip at Drexel, again, you were told not going to happen here this weekend. So you come back, the time off, but then you get ready, coming back, getting ready for Towson. What was your focus with your team getting ready for Towson?
Had to try to get back in shape. We spent about 6 days where we could do individual workouts, or where we had to space them out on different goals. 3 at a, 1 at a basket, 3-man groups. It was tough. It was tough. So we got a bunch of shots up. We tried to get some conditioning in, but you can't mimic practice like that with 3 people in the gym. So we had about 5 team practices, and then we went up there. I thought we fought hard. We just didn't play enough good minutes.
Yeah, you could tell some rustiness on Monday. The Seahawks open up the CA season, the latest start for UNCW and CA play, 27-game gap as well between games for UNCW. And again, back in action Monday in Maryland, the Seahawks in Towson. Let's take a look at our Harris Teeter highlights.
Drives into the paint,
good defense.
Puts it up and scores.
Oh, good bucket.
12-11 UNCW. Gives it off to Gadsden. He's going to drive. He'll bank it up and in. 16-13. He'll get it up top. Sims fakes the 3, flips it in the right corner, work it back out. Okaru for 3, and he hits. Back to Sims. Drives right side of the lane, turns, puts it up, no good. Rebound is grabbed by Sims, who lays it in. There were 3 Tigers in this game. There's a drive and a shot put up. No, but Boggs gets the rebound and slams it home. Points in the paint. Sims has it outside, feeds it right side. 3-point shot is good by Okaru. Feeds it. 3-point shot is good by Boggs. Boggs with 9. Okaru into the paint. He lost control, but gets this to Bridgen, who lays it home and gets fouled. Banks it up, no. Rebound knocked around, grabbed by Boggs. He'll put it up and in. Boggs having quite the second half. He's got 14 points. Now out to Harvey. Harvey dribbles down the lane, lays it up and scores. 56-55. Harvey with 6 to Sims. Sims going to drive the lane. He puts it up. He banks it home, and he's fouled. That's on Nick Timberlake. That's his second.
So UNCW, a rough start, but right there into the very end, they lose a tough one here, 72-69, the final score. Coach, you started 0 for your first 9 from the field, yet you had a chance to tie the game late. no moral victories here, but at least you've got to feel good about the way your kids battled until the very end.
Yeah, we fought, Mike, but I thought we were really selfish. We had, I want to say 15 turnovers in the game, only 8 assists maybe. We were too selfish. And like I said before, we didn't play enough good minutes. Thought our energy level wavered, and it wasn't good enough. So we got to get better at that. And as the head coach, I got to, do a better job with that.
Unfortunately, size was a factor here. They out-rebound you 40-29 in this game, 44 points in the paint. You didn't have John Bowen out with an injury, so certainly that took a little toll as well.
It did. With a limited roster in terms of numbers, it's tough. Guys are playing 30, 35 minutes a game, especially when you go into back-to-back games. It's tough. So to have John would have gave us another body, which we definitely need that.
So a tough setback there. 3-point loss, 72-69 the final score. The Seahawks wouldn't have much time to think about that. They're playing the next day at Towson. We'll take a break here. We'll have those highlights coming up next. Stay with us. It's the Seahawk Basketball Show featuring Takayo Siddle.
In the truck game, greatness is defined by a relentless commitment to the customer, forged over decades, built by a team resolute in helping you achieve your greatness. Experience this award-winning lineup today. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck for 44 years straight and counting.
Now get a well-equipped 2020 F-150 with up to $10,531 in total savings, only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Produce at the peak of freshness. That's what you'll find at Harris Teeter's Farmers Market. At this moment, we're gathering the best produce from across America and bringing it to you. We're inspecting for freshness in the fields, on the trucks, and in our stores. Harris Teeter. We do fresh the best.
Along the coast of North Carolina lies one of the best universities in the Southeast, the University of North Carolina, Wilmington. UNC Wilmington, giving flight to imagination.
Well, UNCW again, the quick turnaround, as it will be all season long, playing Monday, the tough setback there, coming back playing Tuesday, still inside CQ Arena, Towson, Maryland. Coach, again, you had a chance, I'm sure, to look at the tape from Monday to Tuesday. What were the biggest adjustments you were trying to make going from game 1 to game 2?
Offensively executing it and playing more unselfish. And I thought to start the game off, we did that. And then we had a lull in the second half where we got selfish again, and we struggled offensively, and it really hurt us. And Towson exploited us in that area.
Down 15 with 4:40 to go in this game, but you put another run together. A technical foul, 2 technical fouls on Towson, got you to the free throw line, took advantage of that. So again, the fight from your kids was there to the very end once again.
Yeah, we fought, and I was proud of them for doing that. But we waited too long, and we were playing catch up, and it took out so much energy out of our guys. And we fell short at the end. We had a chance to tie the ball game up and go into overtime, and we fell short. But I was proud of how they fought. One thing that you'll learn about me, Mike, is, and everybody will learn with this program, we're never gonna lay down. No matter if we're down 20, 30, we're never going to lay down. We're going to keep on fighting to the final buzzer, and I thought we did that.
Yeah, it certainly was the case. What was the biggest thing you learned playing back-to-back games against the same opponent? Again, the first time you're doing that this year.
Well, for us in particular, what our group is we can't afford for 2-3 guys not to play well and not to bring it. That's what I learned from our group. And we have to do it as a collective group more times than not. And, you know, we have to go back to the drawing board and see what we need to do better.
Early lead for the Seahawks, a late deficit, but they came back. Certainly made this one interesting. Tough setback, though, for UNCW. Let's take a look at our Reed's Jewelers highlights.
To Sims. Sims to the foul line, comes into the paint, turns, shoots from 7, and he hits. So big improvement for Woolman. Okaru into the right corner. Pigeon fakes the 3, drives, and slams it home. 4-2, UNCW. Sims hands it off to Okaru. Okaru comes to the foul line, bounces at the Boggs, who lays it up and in. And it's 6-2 UNCW. Circle. Moves to his right, comes down the lane, lays it up and in. 12-7 UNCW. The dodge left of the lane, spinning in on Yellowmo, puts it up, no. So he gets his own rebound and puts it up and in. To Okaru. Hands it backwards, now up top. Sims, left corner, Harvey wide open for 3, good. 19-11, and Pat Scarry wants a timeout. Left of the lane to Dodd. Dodd backing in on BQ, lays it up and in. So Dodd with his first point, well actually 4 points now. Okaru, down low to Pridgeon. Pridgeon underneath, he lost control, got it back, triple teamed and still lays it home. Okaru gonna drive, he lays it up high off the glass, scores and is fouled. Left side to Harvey, Harvey gonna drive, reverse layup is good. Acrobatic move there by the freshman, and he gives the Seahawks their first double-digit. Left gives it off to Okaru. Okaru into the paint, floater from 5, rolls around and goes. Okaru with 10. Okaru to the foul line, into the paint, puts up a floater, hits off the front of the rim and goes through, and that ends the run. 44-40. Working to Okaru. Okaru gonna drive, banks it up, basket's good, and he's fouled. Pridgeon turns, feeds out. Harvey for 3, got it. Tough bucket. 60-50.
So after a 3-point loss Monday, just a 4-point loss on Tuesday for UNCW, 78-74 the final score. Coach, I thought Michael Okaru was outstanding in this game. He really took control of things, and you put the ball in his hands quite a bit down the stretch.
Yeah, he was one of my older guys that I felt competed and played the right way. You know, Mike, he competed so hard. He defended well. He offensively, he was really aggressive, making the right play. And that was my main message to him from game 1 to game 2 is just make the right play. Make the play that's presented to you, and Mike did that.
25 points for him, a career best. How about 21 from Jamari Harvey, the freshman from Fayetteville? Coach, I love this kid. He just plays hard, whether it's offense, defense. Here it's 5 threes that helped him lead to a 21-point effort.
Yeah, it's funny, Mike. You know, I was texting with him leading to us going to Towson, and I put him on a scout team. Obviously, we don't have numbers. So I put him on a scout team, and that night I was thinking about him, and I texted him. I said, hey, be ready to play your normal minutes. I didn't put you on the scout team because you're doing anything wrong. And he texted me, Coach, whatever I need to do to help this team win, I don't care what it is. I'm good, Coach. And that's his mentality. He just wants to win, and he plays the right way. And I think he's going to be a special, special player here.
Yeah.
And I really believe in that kid.
You love to see that. He eventually played 31 minutes off the bench in this game. Again, career high 21 points. Really good performance from Jamari Harvey. Unfortunately, not enough for the Seahawks. Again, they fall short 78-74. We'll take a break here. When we get back, we'll introduce you to Ryan Heath, the video coordinator here at UNCW, one of the new members of this coaching staff. Stay with us. More to come after this.
Ice cold Bud Light, seltzer hip. Bay windows, got 2. Nice tuck pointing hip. Retractable awning here, like it. Got the nice edging on the grass here. Edge the grass nice hip. Ice cold Bud Light, seltzer hip. Got a white breasted nut hatch hip.
Quality. That's what you'll find at the Harris Teeter Butcher's Market. The best quality meats. From our tender verified beef, fresh chicken, and delicious pork, to kebabs and gourmet burgers. Perfect for your favorite recipes or special occasion. The butchers at Harris Teeter, ready, knowledgeable, and happy to serve you. And that's something you won't find everywhere.
Keep your eyes on the Monster Angus Thick Burger. With sizzling bacon and 2 1/3-pound Angus beef patties, the Monster is your daddy now. The Monster Angus Thick Burger at Hardee's. Feed your happy.
You can't know someone has COVID-19 just by looking at them. But you should know that everyone who wears a mask has a reason to fight it. Whatever your reason, get behind the mask.
Rolling on this week's show, the Seahawk basketball show featuring Takayo Siddle, and today we introduce you to Ryan Heath, the video coordinator here at UNCW. Coach, again, we've talked about your coaching staff putting a staff together for the first time, and Ryan Heath, the guy that comes with you from NC State, your time there. Why was it important to have him part of this staff?
You know, when I went to NC State, and he was the first guy that I met, you know, he was in the office early, you know, as a manager, just working and being around and being available for us. And, you know, me and him, we had a great bond from day one. You know, he reminds me a lot of Travis Hackett. You know, he just puts his head down and works. Doesn't say a whole lot, but one of the smartest guys that I've ever met, one of the hardest workers I've ever met. And I said to myself, if I got an opportunity to get a head coaching job, he was a guy that I needed on my staff.
Yeah, I was going to mention Travis Hackett. Seems like the same trajectory for him in his career here. Explain to our viewers what a video coordinator does, the role he has on this staff.
Yeah, you know, the way we do scouting is you know, different. And he provides film for all of us coaches. He does all of our pregame and postgame edits. You know, he gives film to the guys if they need it. You know, they need to work on stuff from practice to practice. He'll give it to them and sit down with them and break it down for them. Like I said, he's always in the office doing scouting reports and whatever it is that we need him to do, he does it from a video perspective. Now he also helps us out, you know, from a managerial perspective because our numbers are down right now. So he's very valuable for our program.
For this team, college basketball, how heavily do you rely on video with the team going over the opponent? How much do you do that on a weekly basis?
It's huge for us, and we spend a lot of time on ourselves as well. But film is everything for us, you know, especially with these back-to-back games. You can't really practice. So we watch a ton of film. That's everything for us. It's part of who we are. It's in our DNA. And, you know, I think it helps us get over the hump.
So again, it is Ryan Heath, one of the new members of this coaching staff as the video coordinator. Let's introduce you to him now.
My name is Ryan Heath. I'm from Davie County, North Carolina, and I'm the video coordinator. I graduated from NC State in 2019. There I served as a student manager for 4 years and a graduate assistant for 1 year. I met Coach Siddle my junior year, so I've been working with him for 3 years. He's been tremendous to me since day one. I believed in him, and he believed in me. A lot of work I do in the film room is breaking down practices, games, whatever else the players or coaches may need. Coach Siddle is really big on film. We think it's a really important piece to learning the game of basketball and teaching the game of basketball. The thing I love most about coaching is helping develop these guys on the court to be the best basketball player they can be, and helping them off the court as well to achieve any dreams that they may have.
Even though we can't have everyone gathered, we found new ways to make each occasion special. We're keeping your gifting experience both safe and personal through Reads.com, answering all your questions and guiding you to the perfect present, just like we have for over 70 years. Family always finds a way to celebrate life's moments together, no matter what. You won't just shop with confidence at Reed's Jewelers and Reads.com. You'll feel like family.
In the truck game, greatness is defined by a relentless commitment to the customer, forged over decades, built by a team resolute in helping you achieve your greatness. Experience this award-winning lineup today. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck for 44 years straight and counting.
Now get a well-equipped 2020 F-150 with up to $10,531 in total savings, only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Along the coast of North Carolina lies one of the best universities in the Southeast, the University of North Carolina, Wilmington. UNC Wilmington, giving flight to imagination.
We'll bring you back now. Time for this week's Play of the Week. The two games on the road at Towson. One play stood out among the best. Here is our Logan Holmes Play of the Week.
Get it to Okaru. Okaru into the right corner. Vision fakes the three, drives and slams it home. 4-2 UNCW. 2 minutes and 15 seconds in.
Well, again, a highlight reel dunk there for Joe Pridgeon. Part of a double-double effort for him yesterday against Towson. That is our Logan Holmes Play of the Week. That brings us now to our Carolina Ford Dealers Player of the Week and Coach Mike Okaru. We've talked about him before, how he just does a little bit of everything. He did that a little bit better this week against Towson, and he is our Carolina Ford Dealers Player of the Week.
Yeah, you know, Mike just goes out there and he competes. And that's all I ask of my guys is just go out and compete. You know, however many minutes you're playing, go out there, play as hard as you can, compete really, really hard, compete to win. And he did that this weekend.
He is among league leaders in so many categories this year. But for this week, the two games against Towson, 21.5 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 81% from the free throw line, 13 of 16. Coach, he had a 6-point possession because of those technical free throws. Then he got fouled on a shot attempt as well and knocked down 6 straight free throws. I mean, a big part of the comeback effort on Tuesday.
Yeah, you know, he kept fighting. You know, he got to the free throw line, knocked his free throws down. He was aggressive trying to get to the paint. You know, he played with so much force and physicality, and that's what I wanted from him.
Came out of high school as a big-time point guard, kind of thrust into that position here with Shaquem Phillips still out, but he's really taken the reins of that position.
Yeah, he's starting to get better in that role. You know, he's a scoring point guard. But also defensively, he can guard multiple positions, and that's what I like about him.
And you talk about scoring point guard. He's becoming a threat now from 3-point distance. Really wasn't that early on, but right now among league leaders in percentage from long range.
Yeah, he gets in the gym and he works on his shot. You know, leading up to the game, he was in here at night getting shots up. You know, he's making 300, 400 threes a night. And, you know, that's part of it. You know, he earned the right to play well and shoot the ball well.
Yeah, really playing well right now. This week's Carolina Ford Dealers Player of the Week, Mike Okaru. We'll take our final breaks, back with a look at the standings and a look ahead to Delaware coming up this weekend back in Trask Coliseum. Stay with us. More to come after this.
Okay. She's the one, and you know it. At Reeds.com, we're making it easy to find the perfect ring from home. With helpful advice from our online jewelry experts, safe and discreet shipping, and beautiful ring packaging, you'll be confident the moment will be as perfect for her as she is for you. As a trusted jeweler for over 70 years, Reed's Jewelers will be here to make both of you feel like family. Long after she says yes.
Get your ice cold Bud Light, Seltzer hip. Bay windows, got 2. Nice tuck pointing hip. Retractable awning here, like it. Got the nice edging on the grass here. Edge the grass nice hip. Ice cold Bud Light, Seltzer hip. Got a white breast and nut hatch hip.
Did you wake up craving a made-from-scratch biscuit topped with tender prime rib and a fried egg? How about now? The new prime rib and fried egg biscuit at Hardee's. Feed your happy.
You can't know someone has COVID-19 just by looking at them. But you should know that everyone who wears a mask has a reason to fight it. Whatever your reason, get behind the mask.
Well, I bring it back. Take a look at the standings through 3 weeks of games. Well, for some people, not quite for everybody, but Northeastern right now sits atop the standings at 6-0. Madison undefeated, but just 1-0 right now. UNCW still just 2 games in so far to this conference season, taking on Delaware this week. The Hens 2-3. So obviously, Coach, early on and very unbalanced right now because of so many postponements, cancellations in the conference. It's hard to tell maybe where things are trending and where things are heading.
Right, and my message tomorrow to my guys, I was thinking about it last night, is everybody's going to face adversity at some point during their season, and some people will handle it the right way and some won't. Okay, so for us and for a team that I'm coaching is continue to punch the clock every day, continue to trust the process and believe in what we're doing. And we will face the adversity head on and we'll get through it and we'll look back at it and appreciate the rough patch. I feel really confident in what we're doing. I just want my guys to keep believing and trusting in the process.
And UNCW have a chance to change that and talk about that philosophy coming up this weekend. Delaware here in Trask Coliseum, back-to-back days, Saturday and Sunday at 1 o'clock both days. We'll have those games for you on Flow Sports, also on the Breeze as well. So Delaware, again, 2-3 in the conference. They've had some injuries, but right now Dylan Painter playing really good basketball. He's the co-player of the week. Andrew Carr, freshman, the rookie of the week as well. So weapons still there for this team, Delaware. Absolutely. They're a really good basketball team, well coached. They know what they're trying to do on both ends of the floor. It'll be a tough challenge for us. I'm more concerned about us right now and getting us back to getting in the flow offensively and defensively, wreaking havoc on our opponent. That's what I'm more concerned about. Going into any game, I want to worry about us more than anything and then make our opponent have to deal with what we do well. So that'll be my main focus going into practice tomorrow. Again, no fans this weekend, but you're back in Trask Coliseum, just a third and fourth time all season long coming up this weekend. So will it be good to be home, and maybe that will help out the rhythm of some of these guys that they're having some struggles right now? Yeah, I'm hoping so. It seems like we've been on the road every game we've played for the most part, but it's good to be coming back home and playing in front of somewhat a home crowd and sleeping in our own bed, and hopefully we can get in a flow. Well, UNCW is undefeated in those 2 games, 2-0 at home this season. We'll see if they can keep that trend going this weekend, taking on Delaware again. Saturday, Sunday, both games 1 o'clock. We'll have those starting at 12:45 on Flow Sports, The Breeze as well. Coach, as always, we appreciate your time. Wish you the best of luck this weekend. Thank you, Mike. For Takayo Siddle and our producer, Jeremy Sullivan, I'm Mike Vaccaro. Thanks for joining us here. Another edition of the Seahawk Basketball Show featuring Takayo Siddle. Have a great day, everybody.